Why everyone suddenly wants Greenland. Greenland, the world's largest island. A place so cold your eyelashes can unionize. And lately, it's been trending for a very weird reason. The United States keeps looking at Greenland like it's a limited-time offer on a giant ice-shaped security system. Meanwhile, Greenland is like, hi, we are an actual place with people, not a pop-up ad. What Greenland is, politically, simple and accurate. Quick reality check before the internet turns into a conspiracy blender. Greenland is self-governing. It runs most of its own domestic affairs within the Kingdom of Denmark. And the legal framework explicitly recognizes Greenlanders as a people with the right to self-determination. So when someone says America wants to own Greenland, remember, this isn't buying a used couch. There are laws, governments, diplomacy, and citizens. Greenland's story is basically, humans arrive. Nature says good luck. Humans adapt anyway. Indigenous Inuit cultures thrived here by mastering the Arctic with knowledge, tools, and community. Then Norse settlers show up around the late 900s. Try farming in the Arctic like it's a vibe, and eventually vanish from the record. Denmark later reasserted control in the 1700s, and Greenland stays tied to Denmark through the modern era. Then the 20th century happens, also known as the century where everyone discovers geography matters again. During World War II and the Cold War, Greenland becomes strategically valuable. And by 1979, Greenland gets home rule, then expanded self-government in 2009. So Greenland is not new. But the attention? Oh, that's extremely new season drama. Reason 1, the radar that watches the sky like it's judging you. Here's the least memeable reason, and also the most important one. The US already operates Patuxent Space Base in northwest Greenland. It supports missile warning, missile defense, and space surveillance, including an upgraded early warning radar that detects and reports threats. Think of it like this. If Earth had a smoke detector for certain missile trajectories and space tracking, Greenland is one of the ceiling corners you'd mount it on. This is why military planners care. The Arctic is a shortcut across the top of the planet. It's geometry, evil, beautiful geometry. Reason 2, climate change is opening the Arctic and everyone noticed. Now let's talk about the plot twist nobody asked for. Climate change is melting the Arctic and that changes the map. As sea ice declines, seasonal access improves, and shipping routes get more attention. Trade, logistics, Coast Guard missions, all of it. So Greenland becomes a hotspot because the Arctic is turning from inaccessible freezer into complicated business opportunity, which is the most dystopian sentence I've said today. Reason 3, minerals, rare earths, not rare, just annoying to extract. Then there's minerals, especially stuff labeled critical, like rare earth elements used in electronics, motors, and clean energy tech. Greenland has serious mineral potential, but mining there is politically and environmentally intense. Case study, in 2021, Greenland passed a uranium mining ban, which stopped development of a major rare earth-linked project and helped trigger big disputes. So yes, resources matter. But it's not flip a switch, become Wakanda. It's environment, local consent, economics, infrastructure, and lawsuits that cost more than your entire nervous system. Reason 4, Greenland's ice is a global sea level lever. And now the science, because Greenland isn't just geopolitics, it's global physics. The Greenland ice sheet has been losing mass for decades. Copernicus estimates that from 1972 to 2023, Greenland lost on average approximately 119 gigatons of ice per year, contributing about 17.3 millimeters to global sea level rise. That's not polar trivia. That's coastal cities start sweating. Greenland's ice also matters for ocean circulation and weather patterns, meaning what happens up here doesn't stay up here. The Arctic is basically Earth's group chat, and Greenland is typing. The really want to own it truth sandwich. So when people say the US really wants to own Greenland, the honest answer is, there's a real strategic security interest, missile warning, space. There's a real economic interest, shipping plus minerals, but it's complicated. There's a real science, climate interest, ice loss affects the whole planet. And there's also politics, headlines, posturing, alliance pressure. Also, multiple reports warn that aggressive moves could backfire by straining NATO cooperation. So the simple takeover narrative is not just morally messy, it can be strategically dumb. Greenland isn't just a big piece of ice. It's people, sovereignty, science, and the world's most awkward geopolitical group project. Like and subscribe, because if Greenland can stay calm while superpowers argue about it, you can survive clicking one button